Hey, good morning, Lawn Care Nation. It's Anthony Chibo with A&A Lawn Service, and I'm getting started today. It's already hot, and it got me a late start today. It's almost 10 o'clock a.m. Sunny, Mississippi. I'm out here with my son, and he is. You can see he is loading. He's loading the cooler with water. We're finna go get some ice and pick up the trailer. And we're gonna get started today. He's gonna help me out. Here's his little blower here. You can see his little blower. BR200. I also got him a little lawnmower. He's gonna help me out today. He doesn't help me out every day. You know, he may help me out maybe once or twice a week. You know, just to get him to let him see how the business is. Truck, as you see, I got the decals on the back of it. Those decals got me a lot of business. It's paid for itself. It cost me maybe a little over $200 to get it put on, designed and put on. I also got it on my vent windows, and it's worked out pretty good for me. There's Ashley again putting Gatorade in the cooler. All right. And we're gonna be on our way. We're finna go pick up the trailer. Here's Ashton, man, my little buddy, my son. He got his little A&A shirt on. All right. And we finna go and get started today. We're gonna go pick up the trailer and head to our first yard. We got 4 to do today. Stay tuned. All right. We back. Got my trailer on. I got my ice. And we on to our first yard. We're just not leaving the neighborhood. And got my little buddy with me today, Ashton. My name is Anthony. And that's where the A&A comes from. A&A Lawn Service. I started doing started doing lawn maintenance or lawn care, whatever you want to call it. It's almost 4 years now. And I used to be a police officer, and you know, things didn't work out there, so I moved on and I started doing this. My wife was like, hey, you know, you do a real good job on the yards, won't you start, you know, doing this for a living? And I was like, yeah, you know, well, yeah, and then you know how it is, you start coming up with all the excuses why it wouldn't work. You know, I was like, oh, well, you know, I don't have the right equipment, I don't have any customers, I don't have any clients, there's so many lawn services out here, there's so much competition, you know, where I'm gonna fit in and all that. But she said, hey, just start with what you have. So that's what I did. I started with what I had. You know, I had a self-propelled 21-inch Craftsman lawnmower, and I also had a 21-inch push Craftsman lawnmower with the Craftsman weed eater and some kind of blower from a Home Depot brand blower. And I started with that, and you know, before I knew it, I bought my first walk behind, which was a 48-inch Skagit. Was used, and you know, it got me through 2 years, and I still have it. Needs some work to it, but you know, I still have it. Then later on, I got me a 36-inch Exmark, walk behind with the sulky and the motion kit and all that. And you know, I've been prospering ever since. I've been growing, and you know, now I'm able to provide for my family and still have time to spend with my family. Because when I was in the police department, I worked so much just to make extra that I was rarely at home. And you know, the landscape lifestyle, I'm sorry, not the landscape lifestyle, the lawn care lifestyle is I like it. It's great. You know, you had some hard days. You know, you had some good days. You had some bad days. You had some days when everything just break on you, and you don't know how you gonna, you don't know how you gonna do the next yard. And sometimes you got to break out the 21-inch and get it done. You know. But that was just a little small history of myself. I'll be talking more about myself in later videos. I'll see y'all at my next yard. Because we got a ways to go. I ain't gonna be able to talk to you that long. So we got ways to go. I'll see you at the next yard. We at our first yard of the day. It's already hot. We got a late start today. It's about 11 o'clock. Stayed up last night watching TV. I was like, what the hell? I got only 4 yards today. So I stayed up, which I'm regretting it now because it's hot and we got to cut these 4 yards in the hot sun. But I got my little hat on. Got my little hat, so my little bucket hat, a straw hat, whatever you want to call it. And we finna get started with this yard. Let me show you this yard right quick. Yard I'm doing, the bushes need trimming, but I'm not gonna trim them today. I'm gonna trim it on the next visit. This yard right here is every 10 days. It's for sale. I followed this client from one house to another, one house he owned and to this one. And as you can see, needs to be cut. As you can see, let me show you the backyard. Backyard. Sometimes I do this with a 36, sometimes I do the 21. It just depends on how I'm feeling. Here's the backyard. And since I got my little helper with me, I'm gonna let him cut back here with the 21 while I do the front with the 36. And this is what's working with back here. It's a very small yard. I charge about 35 bucks for this yard. Here's Ashton, my little buddy. He's finna go get this 21-inch and let him get started. Well, actually, I think this lawnmower is a 20-inch. It was given to me. Helped the guy move, and he was like, "Hey, you can have it. I don't need it." And first person I thought about was my son. I have a 21-inch, but it's heavy. I have a Craftsman 21-inch. It's pretty heavy. Okay, you see here. Here's Ashton's blower. It's a smaller backpack blower. Could have got him a hair, but you know he wanted to be like his dad. He wanted to be like the big dog, so I went on and got him that. And it's crazy. This thing costs about 300 bucks. It's crazy. All right, move this out the way. Just sit this over here for a second. Move this out the way. Yeah, release that bungee cord, Ash. There you go. All right, we'll be back once he start cutting. finished results. And you can see the edge is kind of far back. I have a habit of taking them too far back, and these are one of my older yards. My newer yards, I'm not taking it that far back, but I don't get no complaints from I don't get any complaints from my clients. So, but it's just personal preference. You know, I don't like it that far back, but I tend to go overboard with the weed eater. But that's my finished results. And I'm going to trim these bushes next time I come. So I'll make a video about that. Now here's the back. Here's the finished results. It looks pretty good. My son did a good job. Didn't miss any strips or anything. He did good. Well, I'll see you guys back in the truck. On to the next one. All right, we back in the truck. We're heading to the next yard. Let me tell you what happened to me at this yard. I didn't get a chance to get it on camera. I don't think it would have been right if I would have put it on camera anyway. But as I was cutting the yard, you know, I was getting some footage of my son cutting this yard right here at this yard we just left, and older gentleman walking toward us. And you know how when someone's walking towards you, you know they're coming to talk to you or confront you or whatever it may, not in a bad way, but you know they're coming to talk to you. And so I watched him as he walked up, and he was like, hey, you know, he introduced himself, and you know, I introduced myself, and he asked me, was that my son? I said, yeah, that's my son. And so how old is he? I said 9. And he was like, man, you know, I want to thank you for, you know, teaching your son, because, you know, people are not doing that anymore. And he told me that his father used to have him out, you know, working and, you know, doing labor jobs and stuff like that. And he said he hated it, but as he got older, he appreciated it. And he's an older guy, so of course his dad is dead, and he shed some tears, and he just said, I want to thank you. And I was just like, wow, God's thanking me for doing what I'm supposed to do, you know. So I was kind of taken back from it, but you know, I told him thank you, and I told him I appreciated him for appreciating me, you know. And the man gave me $100. I didn't want to take it. The guy started crying. And I was like, wow, but he gave me $100. I mean, the man gave me $100. I don't even know this guy. And I was like, wow, you know, I don't know how to take it. I know it's, you know, people say to me, man, that's a blessing. But I don't know what should I do with the money? Should I donate it to somebody, or should I, you know, what should I do with the money? Because the man just gave me $100. I didn't do anything for him.